Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and I'm here today with a planning video for you. Okay, number one, I want to thank all the comments on the podcast, the Everyday Style School podcast episode that I was a part of on Thursday. That was, we recorded that a few months ago now, but that was so much fun to do, and so it was fun to hear it all come out. I listened to it on the road. We were taking my kids to stay with my parents for the week. They do that every summer, and I got to force everyone in the car to listen to me talking on the radio. I just aged myself talking on the podcast. So thank you guys all for the comments. It was, again, a lot of fun to do. Okay, so today I had a video for my daughter on Friday, talking about she had her colors done, and I made her a beautiful dress that she absolutely loves, a silk dress. Anyway, and I mentioned that we had that done because she had requested a mostly mom-made wardrobe for starting high school. Now, and of course I'm happy to oblige. She's getting very spoiled though. She does not like to shop, but she does like to decide. She does like fashion. It's so weird. She does not like to shop, but she does love fashion and knows exactly what she wants. I think I've just created a monster, and then she just puts in orders for things. So I only have myself to blame, I guess. Anyway, so today I thought I would go a little bit through the process of how I'm planning out her back to school wardrobe. Now, technically they start school in the middle of August. I'm not going to have probably, hardly any of this done by then, but most of this stuff is like fall clothes. So she can wear her summer clothes, obviously, for the initial back to school. This is more for when the weather starts to cool down a little bit. Really more fall sewing, but now is definitely the time to start. There's going to be a little bit of fabric I'm going to need to purchase. I thought I'd walk you through the process. So this is how I kind of picked the colors that we're going to work with for her little. It's going to be a module / capsule, so I'm going to probably be putting a few modules together for her. It's not as intricate when I'm doing modules for her, just because the only bottoms she really wears are jeans and leggings. So it's just not very exciting, but in essence, it's a module. I'm putting together a little capsule wardrobe. So going through the process of how I picked the colors for the palette, how I kind of decide like what we're gonna make, because basically what I'm doing is I'm narrowing things down. So I did this now, and then I'm gonna run it by her, for us to make the final decision on patterns and the fabrics to go with those. So I will do a separate video once I've really gone over things with a fine-tooth comb with her, and we'll talk about what patterns, the actual plans on what I will be sewing. So today I'm just gonna go through some patterns that I think might work that I'll be presenting to her, the mood board, the colors and all that, and kind of how I went through that process. Now, I am gonna be doing a Sew the Trends video this week on shirring. So that will be coming on Friday. I do know that I have swimsuits that I promised you guys. I've made one of those 3 that I was going to make. To be honest, I am having a horrible time with my autoimmune inflammatory. I have no idea what's going on with my body right now, and my waistline, it's just my waistline really. Although you may see some stuff in my face. Like I wake up in the morning and my face and my eyes are swollen. My hands are swollen. And maybe you've noticed I haven't been able to wear my full wedding ring for, since the beginning of the summer really. I've just been wearing one of the bands that I can get on. But it's really my waistline. It's more than just I'm putting on weight. Although I haven't been eating the best since, probably March. Had a lot of family stuff going on, and I haven't been like on an extremely good for me healthy eating plan, but this goes beyond just gaining a few pounds. I am definitely retaining a lot of water right now and don't know why. So that being said, I'm still sewing for myself. It's just, my summer capsule, I still had a couple of pairs of shorts that I wanted to make and share with you guys, a pair of linen pants, but even my elastic waist pants are really digging into my waist right now. Which is so frustrating, but I'm wearing them, but not comfortably. And it's just the waistbands. The rest of the shorts and stuff are fitting fine. So anyway, I'm just gonna kind of take a little, while we're figuring this out, I am trying a few things. So we'll take a little hiatus and switch over to my daughter for a little bit. But yeah, I'll still be sharing, you know, my own plans for myself as well. So, but that's why. And I will share, I've only made one of the 3 bathing suits. I will share that. I just need to figure, I don't want to make any more bathing suits because I can't accurately fit myself right now. And those are both new patterns that I'm using for the other 2. And yeah, I'd be all over the place. And hopefully then things would be huge in the waist by the time I, you know, even got them made up. So anyway, that's why we're doing what we're doing here. Okay, I've got my tablet down here just so I don't forget any of the links and patterns and stuff that I've picked. So I'm gonna be showing pictures up here as we go along. All right, so first things, my daughter had her colors done by the Color Guru. I will leave a link down to that below. You know, I'd mentioned in the Friday's video that I wasn't sure, like I thought for sure she was a warm skin tone. So just out of curiosity, I got online, and I mean, there's like online quizzes you can take about, you know, what colors am I? And I knew for sure that she is that she needed light colors and also muted colors. Like those definitely stood out. So I kind of took a couple of quizzes for her and put warm skin tone in instead of cool skin tone just to see what colors it brought up. And I looked at those colors and I think that her color analysis is correct. The colors that came back for her are colors that, I mean, quite a few of them I knew were good colors for her even beforehand, but I really do think I prefer, just my untrained eye really prefers the cool colors on her better. So who knew? Even the yellow that she came, that came in her colors that we had done is the same color of the Easter dress that she wore. And it's a hard yellow to wear for a lot of people. It's a very, like an icy yellow, but a muted kind of lemony yellow, I guess. And it looks really, it's a really good yellow for her. And anyway, so I really do think that, yeah, trust the experts. It was the same thing when I had my colors done. I was like, there's no way that's right. And then, yeah, once I started wearing them, I'm like, oh, I do see a difference. I do love those colors on me. So anyway, that being said, so we had her colors done. I'm currently in the process, or just took the online class by Your Everyday Style website, and it is How to Dress Your Body Shape. It's an excellent one. When I bought the summer guide, there was a coupon for 30% off any of her signature masterclasses, and I had already owned the signature style one, and I was interested in the body shape one. So I bought that, and I took the class, both for myself and then also for her and, you know, anyone else that I'm going to be sewing for. I mean, it was no surprise. She's definitely an hourglass. But just figuring out, you know, she's short and pretty petite, really, long torso and hourglass. And so going through, you know, she knows the silhouettes that she kind of likes to wear. And then I was also kind of going off of, you know, necklines and stuff that would be good for her based off of this class. And from there, I went through and first picked out her color palette. Now, when you purchase the capsule, at the end of both capsules that I have purchased from the Everyday Style website, both the spring and then the current summer one, she has a couple of links for places that you can go if you're wanting to play around with color palettes, which I think, I mean, they're just free sites. She's just put a couple links in there. And the first one is coolors.com. I've got it linked down below. It's COOLOR, I'll put it right here, .com. And basically that allows you to play around with palettes, and you just hit I mean, they have a little tutorial on there. It's free. You just have to, you know, give an email and stuff to sign up, and you can just hit the space bar and it changes the colors for you. So you can, you know, just find out, you know, if you lock in a couple of base neutrals, and then you can just hit that space bar until you come up with like contrast colors that you really like coordinating contrast colors that the program deems or look good with those two base colors. Anyway, so I was, with that, I was able to come up with this color palette. So this is the color palette she's gonna be working with for fall. So this is her white, this is her navy. Now she has a dark charcoal that's technically her best dark, but we're working with denim here. So I decided to pick the navy just mostly for dark denim, that kind of color. And then I've picked these 4 other colors, is it 4? Which is this beautiful green color that I've got that fabric, the tie-dyed green fabric that's kind of this dark tealy sea glass, a little darker than sea glass. Kind of reminds me of a darker sea glass color. But I'm working with kind of this darker burgundy color, this pale pink. I'm trying to remember what the other one is. Is it a purple? Yeah, it's a lilac color, which I love on her, like an orchid lilac color. So I think that, and that was, you know, picked that based off the colors that she received. So these are all her technical colors, but I used that coolers.com just to kind of mix and match colors to find out which palettes I really liked. So that's what I did. So it's that website. But in order to find the actual color name, and by name, it's like the hex code. It's like letters and numbers. Google Chrome has an app that is free, and it's called the Color Pick Eyedropper. And basically it allows you click on it, it's up on your taskbar or whatever, and it only works in Google Chrome. I mean, you have to have Google Chrome as your web browser. But you click, and then it allows you to go to any place on the web page and capture that color, and it'll tell you the hex code, which then you can go back to this coolers.com and put it in there, and then you have the exact color. So I just did that with the digital sheet that I got with all of her 35 colors in order to get the hex codes for her actual colors that came from the Color Guru. So it was a little bit of, you know, messing around, but I have links to all of that stuff down below. And if you're interested in playing around with it, they're all free. All those sites are free. And then also the class that I took for the body shape, the everyday style class that I took on how to dress your body shape, which was so good. It was such a good class, like all of them. But all of that is down below. So from there, I was able to come up with this color palette. Now, I'm gonna pop up the mood board. And how I got to the mood board was, I know that she likes to show off her waist. So she's an hourglass. She likes to show off that nipped in waist, which usually means either things that nip in at the waist or cropped things that kind of will show that she goes in and has that waist. She loves skinny jeans. She loves leggings. I mean, styles are kind of going away from the skinny jeans. I mean, a little bit, like there's more wider legged versions, and she may be interested in playing around with some of like the 90s style baggier waist, but that hit at her natural waist. I think as long as things nip in at her natural waist, she'd be fine. But you know, I was able to find quite a few silhouettes on websites that are more for her age, like American Eagle, Hollister. I was looking at H&M, Urban Outfitters, looking at some of those that are more her age to come up with some silhouettes that I thought she might like. So I made a Pinterest board for her, pulled all of those, and then kind of was able to determine, okay, I'm seeing this style over and over again. So I just pulled a few images off and put it all on to a mood board. And so this is the mood board I've created for her. And it basically features a lot of skinnier bottoms, although not always. There's a pair of overalls on there because she has mentioned that she would like, there was a romper, like a boiler suit romper we saw when we were in a shop not that long ago that she really loved, but she has a long torso, so she needs me to make it for her. And she's also mentioned she would like a pair of overalls, a little bit looser fitting overalls. She has like a skinny pair of overalls from Old Navy that are a few years old. Anyway, so I was kind of pulling things that I know she had mentioned that she liked as well. So came up with this mood board. So I'm going to be running this by her. So once I had, you know, kind of put together a little bit of a mood board on kind of the direction we were wanting to go, the colors and all of that, I then went into the pattern database that is my brain. So I just kind of want to share with you a few patterns that I think might really work well kind of for this aesthetic that we're going for, which is again nipped in at the waist because she is an hourglass body shape. Her chest, her upper body and lower body are pretty equally balanced, and she has a definite waist. So yeah, classify her as an hourglass. Now she's also almost 15, but 14. So there's a lot of styles that you can wear when you're 14 that even if you're an hourglass at 41, you may not want to wear, but for the most part. And she does have, I mean, she's not going to be, some of these pictures are, you know, very cropped. We won't be cropping things that much. I mean, she has a dress code #1 at school. She can't have her midriff showing, but she's pretty modest anyway. So we will be playing around with it to where you'll be able to see that her waist goes in with the high waist pants and leggings, but also that, you know, there is not going to be skin showing. Okay, so let's get started. We will start at the top here. All right, so for bottoms, I made her the Closet Core Patterns ginger jeans last year. She wore them to death. They were actually a black stretch denim that have since faded, and now they're a nice charcoal gray, which is one of her colors. So she'll continue to wear those next year. She wore them a ton. Those I think were her favorite. She found them comfortable. We had them fitting her perfectly. She doesn't have the waist gap in the back. She loved those jeans, and I have that pattern perfected for her. So it'd be very easy to make her another pair. And I showed you guys on Friday the dark denim I was going to use. So that'll be one bottom that we'll definitely be making for her. Another one that we're going to be making is the Avery leggings by Helen's Closet. I've made her quite a few, let's see, four pairs of those last year. I made her like a black supplex one. I made her a navy pair that were fleece lined, I think. So it was smooth on one side, fuzzy on the inside. And then I made her a black pair that were just like fleece ones, but still like a skinny legging. And then I made her a kind of a heathered charcoal gray pair that were the double brushed athletic knit poly. So, and I got all of that at Surge Fabrics. It was great. But she's thinking that she may want some colored pairs. And I think I'll definitely go back to Surge Fabrics again because she just had a really great selection, and we were very pleased with what we got. And we can get a pair of leggings out of a yard of fabric, so I can make leggings much cheaper for her than we can buy them at any of the Athleta or Lululemon or any of those stores, and she loves them. And they have the Avery leggings has an ultra high rise option, which is perfect for her because she is long in the torso, and it comes up nice and high so that we don't have any skin showing with anything that might be kind of cropped. All right, so those are kind of, I mean, those are basically going to be her pants. She may want a baggier pair of jeans. You know, we'll talk about it and find out. She may decide she wants a pair of corduroy something, which I would totally make for her. I mean, we could use the ginger jeans pattern. If she wants a flared jean, we can mess around with that. But for the most part, I'm sticking with what I know she likes, and then we can tweak it when we really sit down with a fine-tooth comb to come up with our plans. All right, next up, we'll talk about tops. So when I was pulling the link for the Helen's Closet Avery leggings, I totally forgot she has the Luna tank, and it's actually a free pattern. And it comes in 2 different links. It's a very swingy pattern, and it's got a cropped version. And I think one of the fabrics I showed you on Friday was a tie-dyed rayon knit, and I think that would be so cute as a little tank top that you could wear a jacket or well, there's 2 jackets that we'll talk about here in just a second. One of them was on the mood board that I think we actually just need to buy. It's from American Eagle. It's a cropped jean jacket that has like elastic. It's like oversized, but still cropped. I made her that green little jacket that's kind of oversized but cropped at her waist that she wore like to death last year. And I thought that jean jacket would be something she'd be interested in, and she's not here right now, so I sent her a link to it because I think my mom wanted to take her shopping. So I was like, if Mimi takes you shopping, have her go to American Eagle and look at this jacket. But that's one of them. But I thought it would be cute layered. I thought that tank would be really cute layered with things over it. And again, we have a nice drapey knit that would be very excellent for that. And it's a free pattern, so I mean, you can't go wrong. Another one is the Pattern Scout Hana tank. This is a tank and dress, and some of you recommended this to me actually on Friday as a tank that is cropped or will tie in the front, and she loves that. Now it is a V-neck, and she does like a good button down, you know, with a collar, because she likes to button things all the way up to the top. She likes the way that looks. And you know, I mean, I could maybe even play around with that pattern and another pattern and see if I could kind of mash them together, but she may be open. I mean, a V-neck is beautiful on her just because she is large busted, you know, having that extra skin, but she also has a really long neck. So, comparatively speaking. So you know, sometimes she can get away with things being a little closer up, even though she is larger chested, because she does have the longer neck. But anyway, I thought that that might be a good one to play around with. Also, there was a ton, this wasn't on the mood board, but I mean, shirring is everywhere. And there was a lot of tops that were kind of that square neckline a little bit, and then had either the shirred bodice or just like a shirred waist. And I own the Victory Pattern Sophia top and dress, and I think that she would love that. Now, as much as I'm sure she would love the actual cropped version, I would probably make her the peplum version, because that would be really cute. You know, it would give her a waist, nip her in at the waist, and then wouldn't be, you know, showing skin at school, but it would look good over skinny jeans or, you know, well, probably skinny jeans is what she would be wearing with a top like that. And then cute under some of the cropped jackets and stuff that we were kind of talking about. So I really want to make that top. I've been loving, just having a fun time with shirring. So anyway, we'll see about that. Another one is McCall's 8198. This is one of the patterns I bought for her in the pattern haul that I had not that long ago from McCall's, and she loves that, you know, the elastic, that it's cropped, that it has a collar. It's not a button up though. It's a V-neck and it has a center seam, but there's a version with sleeves and also shorter sleeves. Anyway, she likes quite a few of those versions for that pattern. And has asked for me to make that up for her, so I'll probably be throwing that one into the mix. And that would be obviously adorable. That would be cute though with even baggier jeans. So we'll see if I can talk her into even going thrifting. You know, a pair of men's jeans, and we could alter them a little bit to where they'd be really fitted at the waist and then super baggy in the leg and butt, which a man's jean would fit that way. Anyway, I don't know. We'll see. Or we could go shopping and actually buy a pair. Because maybe we wouldn't have the waist gap issue. If we just bought them to fit her waist, maybe it would be fine in the hip. There'd be enough ease. We'd have to see. Okay, jacket slash sweatshirt. When I was over looking at the Pattern Scout Hana tank and dress, I saw that she has the cozy jacket, which looks so, I mean, it's cropped. It has a collar. It is made in this fuzzy fabric, which she would love. Someone had commented also on Friday that, you know, I should look into, because she has so much texture in her hair, that textured fabrics would be really good for her. And I totally agree with that. So like corduroys, like the fleecy teddy bear type things, sweaters, that kind of stuff that has a little bit more texture is great because she does have the curly hair. So I think that a little cropped zip up jacket would be so cute, and I think she would be completely on board because that would look really cute over jeans and over leggings. And I think that that would be something, a nice layer to wear to school, because from what I hear up at the high school, our high school is so big that kids just don't go back to their lockers. So if you have a jacket on for the day, like you have it on for the day, because kids don't even like leave their coats in the locker. So I guess they just freeze to death. I don't know. I don't know how that works. We're gonna find out. But you know, something that even the air conditioning's like way up or whatever. I know they had that issue at their middle school, that they were freezing all the time. And my daughter wore a jacket most of the time just because she was cold. So I thought that would be a good layering piece, and we could make it in one of the colors. You know, I could see what I could find, and I think that would be good. Also, the Hey June Patterns Sheridan sweater. This one's been around for a while, and I've heard about it and looked at it a few times, but it has a cropped version. It's kind of a sweatshirt, has a couple of really cool sleeve options. It also has a like a banded bottom where it would, you know, suck you in right there at the waist with ribbing, or you can just leave it kind of boxy and just hem it, which she loves to wear that style as well. So I think that could be pretty versatile in her wardrobe as well. Next, the Cashmere Concord t-shirt. I made her a cropped t-shirt. Well, you saw it. It was a matching set, but it was for the civil skirt. I made it to match her swing skirt, and she loves that t-shirt pattern, and that is a cup-size t-shirt pattern, and it fits her really well. But there's all the different neckline options that come with that pattern, as well as sleeve options. So if she's really loving the cropped t-shirt, you know, she could wear that over her high-waisted pants and not have to worry. You know, it's cropped, but it's not like midriff showing cropped. So, you know, with the high-waisted, paired with high-waisted pants and leggings, she'd be good to go. So that, I think, would be a great base pattern. I love that pattern, but you guys know that. And then I have 3 like jumpsuit patterns that, because she has expressed an interest in that. Number 1, the Closet Core Blanca flight suit. she, like I said, saw a romper, a boiler suit romper that she loved at Old Navy, but it was just way too short in the body for her because she is very long torsoed. But I thought that it could be fun to make her one that kind of goes a little bit more fall, because she could wear her Doc Marten boots with one if we did shorts and like a short sleeve. I mean, I could make her the pants, but I thought that might be a good transitional, because you know, sometimes in the fall it's not cool enough to like wear your jeans and sweaters yet, but you kind of want something a little bit new and fallish for school. I thought that and maybe the kind of burgundy color would be really pretty, and be something that she could start to transition into the cooler weather with. You know, I have all these ideas. She may nix all of this, but this is kind of where I was going on this. Next up, I thought the Ginny, the Closet Core Patterns, Ginny overalls. Now, she's expressed that she wants some wider legged overalls, that, you know, she has a few different ways that she wants to wear them. She even had an idea of colors that she wanted. I thought this might be a good option for her. I'll run it by her, just because your traditional overalls, obviously, I mean, a baggy overall, very 90s. And if you have like a cropped shirt, a fitted shirt underneath it, it will give you a waist. But I thought that she may enjoy the Ginny overalls because they fit in right at your natural waist. And then you could do a full to the floor wide leg pant. And then that might be kind of fun as winter kind of, you know, takes over and goes on. It'd be cute with her Adidas. She just got a new pair of Nikes that are like a stylish sneaker type thing as well, that I think that they'd be really cute. You know, could do it corduroy, could do it in a denim, but we'll see what she thinks. But that was kind of an idea that I had. And then finally, McCall's 8207. I bought this one in the sale as well, and she loves the idea of the suspenders. So she loves kind of that 80s style yoked pant with the suspenders that go over it, which is so 80s. But she loves the idea of wearing those over some button-up shirts with them buttoned all the way up to the top. I just love that she has like this sense of style, and she knows what she wants. And yeah, it's really actually rather refreshing. You know, as a mom of a teenager, you know, you just kind of expect to have to, you know, these are the shops that everyone's shopping in and kind of sticking to that. So I do love it that she knows what she wants and isn't afraid to like wear what she wants and not have to just follow the crowd. Not that she doesn't follow the crowd a little bit, because she totally does. But, you know, she's learning what looks right, what looks best on her body shape, and embracing that. And yeah, I think that that's going to probably serve her well as she goes into adulthood. But anyway, that is kind of the preparation, the planning period for my daughter and her high school wardrobe. I did have a lot of people ask if I could just really share the whole process as we went through this. So this is kind of step one. Pulling together ideas, making a mood board, deciding on colors, that sort of thing. Next step, we will go through and really, with a fine-tooth comb, pick out what tops we want to make, how many bottoms we want to make, and then order fabric if we don't have what we need here. Yeah, and then we'll start creating. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I talked for a long time. I'm looking at the timestamp here on the video. As I go through planning and sewing my daughter's her high school wardrobe as we embrace a new chapter. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. Friday, I should have up the Sew the Trends with shirring. So that will be up on Friday, I believe. And then, yeah, we're going to have some fun stuff next week, too. So stay tuned. All right, guys, that's all I have. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. You get some sewing in, and I will see you all on Friday. Bye.